என் இனிய மாணவ செல்வங்களே, அவர்களை ஈண்டெடுத்த தாய் தந்தையர்களே, எங்கள் பல்கலைக்கழக ஆசிரியைகளே, உங்களுக்கு என் காலை வணக்கத்தை கூறி இந்த பல்கலைக்கழகத்தின் துணைவேந்தர் என்ற முறையில் எங்கள் கல்லூரி வளாகத்திற்கு வரவேற்பதில் மட்டற்ற மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகிறேன். My dear children, now you all have joined with our family of Anna University. Now Anna University has adopted you for the next 4 years. It is our responsibility to provide safety, keep your health, inculcating good habits, providing good education and make you good citizens of this country. In turn, your responsibility is to become good engineer and to create good societal transformation, sustainable transformation to this country. Towards this objective, what we need to do? Here we have very good infrastructure, library facilities, experienced teachers. In addition, we have research and entrepreneurial ecosystem. Your job is to utilize this facility to the maximum extent and become a good engineer. First, I need to inform few things how you need to adapt in the new scenario. You all have come from various schools. Now many of you are going to stay in hostel with the different friends. You all have different capabilities, though each one of you have very good marks in your schools and you are topper in your locality. Now you all have same capabilities in this group. You are all cream of the creams. Now you need to understand the same kind of treatment what you had in your schools. The teachers all will give a lot of importance to you. Now it will not be like this. Teachers will consider all the students in the same way because you are all cream of creams. Now you should know how to develop further with a good team effort and learning from other students and learning from other teachers. Maybe the skills may be different with the different students, but everyone is having different capabilities. You need to understand your strength and to build further. Your strength should enhance at the end of 4 years. Sometimes you may have some small weakness. You should learn how to overcome this weakness. Very few of you may have some problem in the communication skill, but we have special arrangement to provide communication skill for those students. Those students should make use of that opportunity and improve your soft skill, particularly communication skill, because without communication skill you cannot deliver all you have. Only if you overcome that communication skill, you can project all your talents to the society. In addition to the communication skill, writing skill and listening skills are also important. You know, all the leaders, if you see, they have very good listening skills. Without listening skills, understanding the people will be difficult. So you should try to improve your listening skills. You should not respond immediately. You try to understand what others speak and then you should respond. That listening skill will make you a very good leader in the later times. Also writing skills. Mostly since you all have very good marks, you may have very good writing skill, but still how to, if there are so many events, how to put in an orderly way, how to present it in a better way. Pen is mightier than sword. You would have heard this saying. So, you should improve your listening skill, speaking skill and writing skill. These things, soft skill, are very important to project yourself to the society in the later years during your career. So, you should improve all these skills during your 4 years journey in this campus. Now, I wish to share few of my thoughts about how you need to learn and study. You are going to study engineering. What is engineering? Okay, you are studying civil, mechanical, some of you are in electrical, electronics, computer science, control and instrumentation, different branch of engineering. You should know everything, all these engineering are in your human system. You know, civil engineer, they are constructing buildings. Our body is also made of cells, small tiny cells. How these bricks are, this building are made with bricks, and you are consuming food that is converted into energy, and it is useful for various systems in our body. The same thing is only happening in the automobile. There you are giving fuel that is converted into energy, and the electrical engineers, they are working for the production of electricity. There also they are giving coal or other fuels, it is converted into energy. All things are happening, control and instrumentation. You know, our human system is the ultimate control system. Whenever somebody is throwing something on you, immediately your hand is going. Your control, your sensor and control are working very fine. The human system has ultimate things for everything. And brain, it is a very good memory thing. So, all this study is engineering. When it is live, then you can consider it is a medicine. In our human system, without live, then you can consider as engineering, and we are trying to attain towards the live things. That is what now these emerging technologies are trying to impart you. You must be aware of this artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, data analytics, machine learning. All these machine, how to approach towards a real human system. That is what the next 20 years, the major revolution going to take place. So, whatever field you are studying, you should learn, try to learn these things, then only you will become a full-fledged engineer. Okay, this is what you understood what is engineering. Then how to learn? How to learn? You should know the difference between learning and studying. There are some tools, software tools that you should learn, because by lot of practice you will learn. It is similar to driving a car. If you practice how to drive a car, you will never forget throughout your life. If I am going from Guindy to Besanagar, if I sit in the car, automatically you will reach the destination, because it is by practice it will come. Like that, software learning, some tools learn, it is learning, but studying is fundamental concepts and how to infer that for the application, that and all, it is a design, how to design, how to manufacture, these are all studying. So, in the college, in the first year you will be studying some of the science subjects which are very fundamental things, and in the second year the fundamentals required for your field of engineering, that is second year subjects are very important. You need to understand the concept of your field of engineering. You should give more attention to study the concepts during the second year of your study. Then I can say, based on your ambition, I can divide the kind of possibilities, career possibilities under 4 categories. One is teaching and research. Second one, core engineering. You are engineer for the corporates or for the core industries. Third one, you can become an entrepreneur, and fourth one, you can also become administrator. For all these kinds of different goals, we have options. Under the flexible curriculum, we are going to bring, it is already there, these options will be given to you during your 3rd and 4th year of your study. So, second year I told everyone should study the fundamentals in your field of engineering. Then at the end of 3rd year, 2nd year, you need to decide what you want to become, what is your career, that you should decide, and accordingly you need to select your subjects and study further, because you will have an option, of studying higher engineering in the same field, for which there will be an option, some 18 credits you can take and get honors degree in the same field. Suppose one student is doing mechanical and he wants to excel in the field of thermal or design or production, some of the subjects in those field you can take in your BE itself, and during 3rd and 4th year you can study well, and then if you are going for higher studies or research, then it will be very useful. Those who want to pursue your career in the software field, even the core field engineers also, you can learn some 18 credit you can get by studying some of the emerging field technologies, what I told, like artificial intelligence and data analytics, machine learnings and cyber security. These kind of subjects you can learn and get some minor program in the field of emerging technologies, or in case if you want to pursue in administration, that also we have some option to study in the 3rd and 4th year, some public policy, economics, history, all those subjects you can study, and also there also you can get minor program in that field. Then you can pursue your career in that path. And here we have very good ecosystem for innovation, business incubation, technology transfer, entrepreneurship, lot of centers we have. Those who want to become entrepreneur, after your 2nd year, you start visiting these centers and improve your skills towards entrepreneurial development, in case if you want to become an entrepreneur. In addition, few students will have different options like making their career in the sports, games and the entertainment things, all those things. Those very few students, engineering students also will have an ambition, for which also we have lot of scope here in this university. Whatever you are studying, I would like to tell one important thing, okay, that I can quote some law which you have studied in your school, Ohm's law. Most of you would have studied, because you would have studied physics. Ohm's law, I is equal to V by R. Current flow is equal to potential difference by resistance, right? Current flow is equal to potential difference by resistance. The flow will be high, you can enhance the flow either by increasing the potential difference or by decreasing the resistance. So, if you want to achieve something with the higher flow, you need higher potential difference or minimal resistance. This law you can apply anywhere. I can tell the potential difference is the capability of our teachers and the urge to learn, your skill, your urge to learn. This difference is the potential difference. If our teachers have good experience through conducting lot of research projects and consultancy projects, their knowledge level is very high. This is one end. Your urge to learn is the other end. If this potential difference is very high, the knowledge transfer, that is like current flow, the knowledge transfer will be very high. Other end, denominator, the resistance, you need to decrease your resistance. The resistance comes from different ways. Some of you may waste your time in mobile, seeing movies. The very high resistance, I can say, if you get addicted in some of the bad habits by creating some bad habits, smoking, drinking, alcoholic, all these things will increase the resistance like anything. So, during your stay here, you should not develop this addiction. That is very, very important. Other than that, there are some other resistance, like if you learn anything in the early morning time, the understanding will be good. During the day, after doing so many things will be poured in your mind. Then you start studying, there will be resistance, because you cannot study further, study everything in an orderly way, because lot of information will come and disturb you. So, early morning, if you study some 2 hours, without resistance you can study. And in the class also, during the teaching learning process, in the early morning hour, whatever you learn will be very interesting, and you can learn lot of things, am I right? Immediately after lunch, if you learn some mathematics, the resistance will be very high. So, we normally your mathematics classes will be in the early morning. Those teachers prefer to teach in the early morning, because with a lot of interest you will be in the class. So, you need to understand, during your 4 year of study, you must try to reduce the resistance and improve the potential difference, and then the transfer, like a current flow, the knowledge transfer from the teachers to the students will be very high. Okay, Thiruvalluvar also says, one of his Thirukural, Karka Kasadara Karpavai, Kattavin Nirka Adarkitaha. So, whatever you learn, there are so many things you are learning, but small things are sufficient, but you should learn with full understanding. Karka Kasadara Karpavai. Many times what happens, you learn wrong things. If it is the wrong things are in your mind, unlearning is very, very difficult. If your mind is open, then you can take some good things very easily. You can give new things very easily if your mind is open. If already filled with the wrong things, unlearning is very difficult. So, whatever you learn with the full understanding, you ask what, why, how, then only it should be remain in your mind. Otherwise, do not accept anything with half understanding. That will be very dangerous. Small things sufficient. Whatever you understand, you try to understand with the full 100% knowledge. Otherwise, do not keep it in your mind. Half baked things, you should not do it. Okay, otherwise, because unlearning is very difficult. Learning new things is very easy. Even after your career, it is very easy to learn, but lot of unwanted things should not be there in your mind. That unlearning will be very, very, very difficult. You are going to be here for 4 years. You have come from schools. I think most of you would not have attended most of the time in your 12th standard because of this corona pandemic. Since last year April, now it is almost 1.5 years over. Most of the time you would have been in your home only. Now you are going to stay in hostel. It is totally different atmosphere. It is totally different atmosphere. So, you are going to meet new friends. new life you are going to start. At this juncture, your health is very, very important, this health. So, I suggest to all students at least some 10 to 15 minutes you need to do some breathing exercise. Doing all exercise is good, but minimum some 10 minutes some breathing exercise you need to do, because still this corona pandemic we are fearing, we do not know totally it is removed or not, we are not sure. So, this breathing exercise, what way it will be helpful? I would like to say few points about what benefits you will get by doing breathing exercise. You know, when we take food, to digest that it requires oxygen, right? Carbohydrate you take, to convert into energy you need oxygen that you can take from air. Morning, some students they do lot of exercise, or few are doing, old people they go for walking. When they do that, what happens? They do exercise and our body will become tired, that demands more oxygen, then you will become tired, your breathing will be very fast if you do exercise, am I right? Your breathing, you will breathe more, and that because of body demand you will supply more oxygen, and then your inhaling capability will increase, and that is why you are healthy. That lungs will, you should know this lungs, what our lungs has 6000 ml capacity. During our normal breathing, some 450 ml will go and come during inhaling and exhaling. A person who is doing exercise regularly, their demand increases, and then this oxygen input is also going higher level. So, there this fluctuation, tidal capacity it is called, that will increase to 600 to 700 ml, then this lungs will be very very healthy, you can say. By doing breathing exercise, without demand you are supplying oxygen and you are increasing your lung healthiness from the normal 450 to 500 tidal capacity to 600 to 650 tidal capacity. That is why I am sure those who are doing 10 to 15 minutes breathing exercise, this corona problem you will never get, because the lung capacity. So, I sincerely request all the students, till this pandemic get over, you do some 10 minutes at least this breathing exercise. You learn there are different kind of breathing exercises, all will have the similar benefit. You learn and do it, and also you take healthy foods, very vitamin rich foods every day, that also will keep your health in a good condition. It is very important than your studies. Your first, the primary requirement is your health. So, I sincerely request all the students to keep your health and give importance for health first, then for your studies. Okay, now I think you all understood your responsibility. From Monday onwards, there are 15 days we are going to conduct some induction program. During this induction program, there will be a college campus tour. There are some small events you can participate, that will increase your team spirit, and lot of clubs we have here in the campus. You will come to know about all these clubs, and beyond this, every day there will be some 1.5 hour class about human values. You should inculcate these ethical values within you. Those things will be taught during the next 15 days. you give much importance for this, because after the end of 15 days, there will be a total change within you that will drive you to learn how to learn for the next 4 years. It is very essential. Those who are attending this induction program with the full importance, definitely you will understand what to do, how to study for the next 4 years, and you will get the best benefit of the study in this campus. And I wish you all for these 4 years of enjoyable learning in our campus, and I thank all my deans and HODs who have arranged this event in a better way. Once again, I thank all the parents, students and our teachers. Thank you.